This is a very quick video. This is Humanities 320, video number 2, class discussion number 2. And this is the class list and my bio. I'll go through both very quickly. Here's who's on the class list for this year. If you don't hear your name, please email me. All right, Josh Bivens, Ashley Calderon, or is it Ashley Marie? Let me know. Matthew Gagney, Liliana Gonzalez, I know her. Chalicia Hernandez-Porter, Juliana Lapointe, Whitney McCotter, Lawrence Moore, Alicia, or is it Alicia Phillips, Tammy Lynn Robinson, Ratisha Subramani, Kathleen Tenney, Joseph Wenneman, Jesse Cohen, Jasmine Gowell, Des Williams, and Ashley Miles. Now, I know some of those people. I met Jasmine earlier this week in one of my other classes. I've known Des and Liliana for about a year now from one of my radio classes. And my background is actual radio. And before I start, let me just tell you that if you didn't hear your name just then, please email me, tomzshow@gmail.com, and let me know. We'll fix whatever we have to do to make sure you're on the list. If you're somewhere else from outer space and you just stumbled upon this on YouTube, well, welcome. It's fun. You enjoy watching just the head floating around talking on the screen, I'm sure. Let me tell you about my biography very quickly. I'm a radio guy by trade. I started in radio when I was 13 years old at a radio station in Connecticut, and I've been in the radio business ever since. I was on the air for 17 years. I used to consult radio stations where people would fly me into cities, and I would hire the DJs, pick all the songs, invent the crazy contests and promotions, and my goal was to make the station #1. And I was pretty successful. I worked in 35 states, 65 cities. I've been to 49 states in my travels. Only Alaska is left. And my career has completely, evolved around radio. I spent 14 years at a radio software company as the marketing and PR guy, writing hundreds of web pages and brochures and documents, and I became the main spokesperson, certainly not the spokesmodel, but the spokesperson at trade shows and panels and special events around the country and around the world. RCS sent me to Amsterdam and Australia, and where else did I go? Singapore, to speak at trade shows as well. So that's pretty neat. But I'm a musician as well. When I was a teenager, I started playing instruments, and by the time I got to college, I was a saxophone major at WestConn, Western Connecticut State University. I was a music ed major, actually. My major instrument was saxophone, and then I also added vocal as my secondary major. So I spent many years learning about classical music, but the great news is we're not going to spend a moment talking about classical music during this class. It's contemporary music, and so we're going to cover the main genres of music, including pop, rock, the roots of rock, alternative rock, dance and disco, country music, R&B or soul, interchangeable terms, hip-hop music, and jazz. We'll cover them all in some unique ways. You'll have a chance to customize this class to whatever music seems to suit your fancy, but like it or not, you will be able to study all the different 8 genres of music that we'll be covering in this class. But before we do, there are some basics that you need to know about music so that when we discuss music with each other, I'll be using some terms, and I'd like you to use those same musical terms to make it sound like you're smarter. I mean, that's what college is all about anyway, to give you the ability to use words that go beyond saying, oh, I like that song, it's a great song, it rocks, yeah. Well, that's nice, but how about some details about why the song is good? And that's why we're doing this in this class, too, is to give you some background behind that. And that's what we'll do as well. I wanted to talk about some terms right now. In a song, in every song, there are melody, harmony, and rhythm. And we'll cover each of those 3 in very much detail in the next couple of videos. But first, I wanted to give you an assignment to just lead on to the next thing. And here's what we do. Go into iTunes, and you're going to be comparing 2 songs that you choose from their top list using the song analysis form that I'll be sending you. And we need you to cut and paste the lyrics of the songs on a piece of paper and mark where the chorus is and mark where the verses are. The chorus is the repeating part of a song, usually the part that's said the most. The verses are generally the storyline that continues. Most songs have 2 or 3 verses. Some songs have only 1. There's a Bob Dylan song that has like 14 verses. But generally 2 or 3 verses in a song. The refrain is also synonymous with the chorus. And you'll see all this stuff on the music vocabulary list that I'll be sending you in a little while. or you may have already received it by now. So go to iTunes for your first assignment, and in the right-hand side of iTunes Music Store, you need to be online to do this, on the right-hand column there's a section called Top Songs, and it lists about 20 of the top most downloaded songs today. So click the button in the upper right of that little box, which says See All or All Songs, and it will fill the whole page with 100 of the most popular and most downloaded songs today. These songs are important because this represents the current state of popular music. Like it or not, that's what it is. And part of my goal in the class is to always say, it doesn't matter what I think about these songs or what you think about them. These are very, very, very successful songs, whether it's the #1 song or the number 100 songs. There are millions of songs out there today, and only 100 made this list. So what you do is go through those 100 and double-click any of the song titles that you might be interested in, so you'll hear a sample, a free sample of the song for about 30 seconds. If it's a song you know or one of the two you want to compare, you can listen to all of them if you want for 30 seconds. Just don't click the buy button, because then you'll have to buy the song, which you may want to do anyway. So pick the two songs that you want to compare. Try to make them from different genres. Okay? And then go to a site called azlyrics.com, azlyrics.com, or Yahoo, I think, has a lyrics thing too. And get the lyrics for the song, copy and paste the lyrics on a piece of paper, mark where the chorus goes and where the verses are, verse 1, verse 2, where the chorus is, where the bridge is as well. Many songs have a bridge. A bridge is a bunch of words in a different musical type, which usually leads right into the chorus towards the end of the song. There's also a technique called a breakdown, which appears in many songs, where the entire song feels like it collapses, and then it builds up again. More about that later as well. But let's just get this assignment going, and don't worry about trying to do it right or wrong. But once you find the song that you like, then go to YouTube, and then type in the name of that song and the artist, and you'll be able to watch the video and listen to the song, and that's where you'll be able to hear the whole song and write your analysis of the song. Once you mark where the chorus and verses are, just tell me what the song is all about in a few words. If you fill out that form, that'll give you the rest of the assignment. It shouldn't take that long. Most of the time we'll be deciding what songs to pick, and we'll move on to the next video from there. Thanks.